I find the fact that he's 13 years old more shocking than the fact that he just said that he's got a 13-inch-old boy.
Oh, wow. Hello and welcome to My Guys Spicy Subjects, episode number 7. And on this week's episode, we'll be divulging in Geek... That's a appalling way of saying that. Geek Love, episode 1, Brian, he friend zone Alex.
Oh,
I can assume Alex is in the friend zone. This could be interesting.
Yeah, I recommended this one because I've seen a clip of it. It looks hilarious. I described it as being hilarious for everybody that's not involved in the filming of it. So I'm very much looking forward to this.
As am I. Should we just crack on?
Let's do it.
Who's going to press play?
Not Harrison.
Not me.
Comic-Con is the perfect place to find your geek soulmate.
This is Iggy Pie. She likes to party.
Oh my God, are you a brony?
Oh, yes, I am.
Oh my God.
The girls that I really do like just want to be friends.
I'm kind of like nervous sitting around you right now.
What comics are you reading?
I have a lady boner for Winter Soldiers.
Greetings, Earthlings.
Ryan, founder of Sci-Fi Speed Dating. What a drip! What an absolute drip!
Oh my god. Okay. Hello, Ryan. So this gives you a good idea about what's going to happen here, right? It's clearly at a Comic-Con.
Yeah.
You're aware of what a Comic-Con is. A convention for people who enjoy comics and that sort of thing, which is fine by itself. And Ryan is the founder of Sci-Fi Speed Dating. Not just speed dating, Sci-Fi Speed Dating. I don't know if I want to know quite how far that sci-fi part goes, to be honest. But this guy is, I believe, the head honcho of this particular speed dating thing. And this whole show is about people going to Comic-Con and then going to this speed dating thing with Ryan, who's the founder of Sci-Fi Speed Dating, which I'm still trying to get my head around. You ready?
Boba Fett meeting up with not Django the Fat. Fuck's sake. Boba Fett meeting Django Fett dressed up at bloody Comic-Con.
Yeah.
This could be amusing.
I think what you've done there is highlight that we're not the sort of people that would go to this.
No.
Right, let's carry on. Straight faces. That includes you.
When you're at Comic-Con, the people in this world are different, and it shows.
Nerds rule.
I think it's really important for geeks and nerds to be able to find love, just like it's important for everybody else.
Geeks are sexy because they're just sexy.
This is 18 and over, so I can say.
I can't. Oh, fuck me, man. So, bloody hell, where to start with the whole geeks thing, right? Like they like segregate themselves from like the rest of humanity. It's not really anybody else that's doing it to them at this point. It's themselves. It's like, I don't know. It'd be like if you had a ginger convention or something like that.
Can you say that?
Fuck it,
I just did.
Yeah. Everyone knows gingers have been exempt for years and years. But I just like when you self-identify as a geek or that sort of thing, I feel like you're immediately off to a bad start. Like you're limiting your options already by the fact that you define yourself as a geek. You know what I mean? It's not particularly conducive to a sexual romantic relationship, I don't think.
No, my first thought was that instead of going to this, you could just be yourself and go out into the wild world and try and date other people. Not necessarily other geeks. You might find another geek, but you don't have to do this. You don't have to put yourself in such a small square or box.
Yeah, I agree with you, but I think the people here are removing that option from themselves by calling themselves geeks.
Yeah, that's what I'm agreeing, essentially.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Stop calling yourself a geek.
Yeah.
Act like a real person. Like, you can be interested in what you want to be interested in. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've played Skyrim and I thoroughly enjoyed it. You both played Skyrim?
I have.
I love Skyrim.
Exactly.
There you go.
And it's got fucking dragons and magic and swords and vampires and all sorts in it. And I really enjoyed it. But do you know what I mean?
You wouldn't go to a convention dressed up
Yeah.
as a dragon
I don't.
born.
I just wouldn't go to a convention.
I'd go to a car convention.
Oh, that's different though.
Yeah, but then equally, like with that sort of thing, you wouldn't go to like a car nut dating place, would you? Like you wouldn't. Oh,
Oh well.
Why'd you go over like I'm big? I wouldn't go to one.
you wouldn't. Okay,
Sure.
no, fine.
Not
okay.
at all.
All right, you wouldn't go to one, but you know what I mean, right? It's
Yeah.
it's like you're sort of putting your worst foot forward. Okay, anyway, let's continue.
Because they can put a lot of imagination into the bedroom.
3, 2, 1, on to the next date.
Sci-Fi Speed Dating at Comic-Con is the perfect place to find your geek soulmate.
Over 18?
I'm 13.
You're 13.
Yes.
Inches.
It's no.
You're 13.
Yes.
Inches.
It's
Inches.
Fuck off! Fuck's sake! I'm more confused by the fact he says did he say he's 13 years? I find the fact that he's 13 years old more shocking than the fact that he just said that he's got a 13-inch-old boy.
Oh wow.
I don't understand either, because he can't be 13. Look at all the facial hair that's.
He looks
all over
older than
his-
my dad.
He does, doesn't he? So, and look at the fucking. What is this? It's like a racing stripe. It's fucking-
He's got mutton chops.
yeah. Well, I feel like mutton chops are supposed to like end like here. Do you know what I mean?
Wow. They're shit mutton chops,
Yeah.
that way.
Oh bloody hell! Someone's played too much Red Dead. That's all I'm saying.
They're John Marston.
Yeah, exactly. And the guy has clearly got all the jokes, hasn't he? He's a
All the jokes.
yeah. Do you know what? He's coming across to me like a very self-aware nerd. If that makes sense. Like they've called themselves nerds, right? If I say nerd or I say geek, they said it first, right? Not me. So it's just an easy way of describing him. He seems like a geek that's very self-aware of the fact that he is a geek. So he feels like he's better than the other geeks. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, and he's making other geek-related jokes. It's just that was poor.
Yeah, and that sort of joke, like when he said I'm 13, and that's, I guess that's his number or something like that. But when he said what inches, I would have found that funny when I was 11.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? It's like they're fucking 10 years behind all the rest of us. So I can't wait to see if he's got any more crackers up his sleeve.
I bet he has.
Yeah. Oh Jesus! Right, whatever.
Maybe around, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Looking for guys or girls?
Oh, girls, definitely.
Are you sure?
Hi, I'm Alex. I am 25, and I am a giant geek. All the art I usually get at Comic-Con, it's all up on the walls here. Every kind of trip to Comic-Con, I usually get a lot of art. My love life status is a mix of forever alone and socially awkward penguin. It's meme-tastic. You know, character.
What? What did he say?
He said forever alone and socially awkward penguin, right? And they're two memes.
Right.
But he's just used them to describe himself. Do you remember them?
No.
These are like OG, like.
Oh,
fucking-
I
of
remember
course,
Penguin,
yeah.
The penguin was like the fucking blue background or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was socially awkward, obviously, and then forever alone kind of does what it says on the tin. But he's just making it. So,
He's not helping himself, is he?
no, who would like? Oh, jeez. Maybe they've set him up to do that, to describe himself in the lamest way possible. And again, I'll say, like, having posters on your wall and all that sort of thing, that's fine. Like, you'd be interested in these comics and all that sort of thing. Like Tom, for example, he is Marvel mad. But he doesn't go around calling himself a geek, and I'm a massive geek and all that sort of thing. You know what I mean? Yeah.
This is already shocking me. There are also at times choices. You don't have to be socially awkward.
No.
You could try.
Yeah.
Just a bit.
I think you might be honest on it, though.
Just a bit.
Yeah.
But anyway, this could be his trying.
I hope so.
Going to Geek Speed Dating or Sci-Fi Speed Dating.
Should we find out?
Let's find out.
Yeah.
Should we carry on?
Yeah,
Let's carry on.
Actors that I love, you know, Rose Red from Fables, because she's a redhead. I love redheads. Big fan of them. One of my favorites is this piece here, just all redheads. I'm a Renaissance geek. I like comics, I like board games, I love Doctor Who, and I'm also a brony. So what a brony is someone who watches My Little Pony. Okay, this is Pinkie Pie, she likes to party. So this is Applejack here. She's She owns a farm in the show, and I like her. She's sort of the no-nonsense, hardworking one.
I've never got that brony thing.
Oh, I need a minute. Has anyone got a cheese grater?
Not to handle
So I can take all of my skin off. Right, okay. Let's take a trip down psychology lane, shall we? Let's impart some actual potential reasons for all this sort of thing. So, I'm going to try and find the right way of saying this. So, this particular gentleman, I imagine, was probably bullied a little bit when he was growing up.
He probably was, yeah.
Yeah, that's fair to say.
Bullying is not cool, just like the point.
It's not. I was bullied.
I was bullied
to an extent, yeah. I'm still bullied to this day. You know, it's just part of my life.
Yeah, so me and Dan were bullied and Harrison was the bully.
Makes a change.
Like, you know when somebody's digging at you for something and then you hear the advice, just own it, like own it and all that sort of thing. I feel like this is that, but gone too far. Like, somebody's called him a geek, he'd be like, yeah, I fucking am a geek, so what, fuck you. Which is fine, but then, like, you've ruined your own life by doing that. Bet you he lives with his parents still, and I bet you he still will on the day he dies. Like, and the next thing, right, the brony thing. Okay, I haven't, and this might surprise some of you, seen My Little Pony. Never, not even once.
No. I know someone who has, but I have not.
Was it Harrison?
No,
I've said I haven't.
Yeah, but you could be lying.
It was Harrison.
But what I gather of My Little Pony, right, is there's a whole bunch of little ponies who are basically like people, but they're not people because they're ponies, and they just have a good time.
Yeah, it's a kids' show.
That, I think, is the important thing to take away from this, right? And I think when they have these traumatic experiences in school, which isn't nice, but they clearly don't have the right support around them to make them a better person out the back of it. Oh, that's a bit harsh, but do you know what I mean? To like expand themselves beyond the bullying. So they get all this stick, and then like, yes, no, I am a fucking bully, and then they look to something that makes them feel good and how society should be, and that ends up being My Little Pony. And because they then like they say no to the rest of the world because the rest of the world's filled with dickheads, which is true to an extent. They then end up in their room on the internet all of the time, and then they meet other like-minded people who have gone through the same sorts of things and they've made the same sorts of conclusions, and then you just end up in an echo chamber of just people jerking each other off to cartoon pictures of redheads. And then your video ends up on YouTube, and then we end up looking at it going, how the fuck have you ended up like this? Like, seriously, because there's do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that's it. And there's a part of me that feels sorry for him and for everyone else that's in that group. Because, like, go to Comic-Con, be all that sort of thing. Like, be interested in that. But then when you come home and, like, your whole life revolves around that one specific thing, like, you're just screwing yourself over, man. Like, go and, like, fight. Oh, jeez.
I agree. I'm quite interested to look back now, and they've obviously just brought the brony thing into it. I'm not sure I said brony at the start.
I think you did.
Did I?
I'm 95% sure you
Geek
did.
Love episode 1. Bryony friendzone Alec. Bryony. I thought I might have said.
I think you did say Brian.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did actually.
Yeah,
yeah.
I remember that
okay,
now.
well, thanks for clearing that up. This is the brony friend zone. I can't work out where that's going to go.
Why that would happen?
No, absolutely not. Let's find out, shall we? First hand.
Every Thursday, I go to board game night in Brooklyn.
Board games, ho!
You're gonna all see that you have a certain amount of quarters and tubes that are required. Yeah. So take those amount. My favorite thing about board games is how it can bring people together.
What kind of girl do you want to meet when you go to con? Like, I mean, there's many types of nerds. So
yeah.
What type of nerd would you like? No, seriously though, like, what type of girl would you optimally like?
just to make that clear, they're just friends.
Just friends. They are just friends. That seems like the sort of thing that Carolyn said to him, isn't it?
Yeah, I want that. I want to be that. Just friends. Don't name me as anything else.
Can you make sure it is that? Yeah.
Oh my god.
And board games bringing people together. Yeah, that's fine. It's all like in isolation. These are all fine things.
I fucking hate board games.
That's okay.
That's fine.
You can. I like Monopoly.
Oh no, that just brings the worst out of people.
Yeah.
You know, it goes on for hours as well.
Yeah.
And people are just
it's a bit
dicks.
like cricket.
Yeah.
But cricket's great.
Oh, it isn't.
I don't like cricket.
I don't like cricket.
I love
Nobody
it.
likes cricket, really. Apart from Dan.
Harrison loves it.
Oh, because you didn't get the pun, did you?
Yeah, there we go.
Right, yeah, thanks. That's enough from you.
Yeah, that's my... Oh,
You bastard.
done my bit.
To meet there.
Yeah, I guess you, but not crazy and hyper.
So you essentially want my non-evil twin.
Sorry to pause this again. Their lives have been going on before this recording started. Do you reckon she has got him wrapped right around her finger, and he is not? She is not planning on giving him any tippity top at all, none whatsoever. Every now and then she might like brush past him just because she knows it's going to give him a rock on, and then nothing ever comes of it. Nasty, nasty nerd.
Yeah, bitch.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess.
A little creepy, Alex.
Some of my challenges with girls are just the girls that I really do like, that I'm really interested in. Just want to be friends.
What kind of questions are you gonna ask?
Who's your favorite pony?
Oh my God, are you a brony?
Well, yes, I am.
Oh my God. You know that's up there with MMOers, right?
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
I'm referencing.
So, okay, I'm gonna pretend I'm sitting here and I'm cosplaying as Neil Gaiman's Death, okay? So you would come up to me.
Some of my challenges with girls are just talking to some of them. Hi, my name is Alex.
I'm Carolyn.
Nice to meet you, Carolyn.
Nice to meet you too.
So I guess you're into Neil Gaiman, whether
I do. I like him a lot. And I really like all of his comics. What kind of comics do you like?
I'm a big fan of comics. What else are you into?
I like ponies.
That's cool. I like My Little Pony too.
That'd be perfect, wouldn't it?
Hopefully, I meet someone there that I really do like, that I'm really interested in. Hopefully it's not some half-hearted thing, that it's like, oh no, actually, I really do like her. Hopefully she likes me too. Because then it's just, there's no point. You don't want to ask.
She has to like you, otherwise you're not allowed.
All stalking then. Don't do it. Don't you do it.
What's great about Geek Love is you could be yourself.
Yo, send them.
I think it's really important for geeks and nerds to be able to find love just like it's important for everybody else. Nobody really wants to be alone.
Here come the potential men.
What I hope comes out of this is a date. Any date. I think any date, maybe.
Guys, leave all your bags and stuff over there by that table, under the table.
I definitely like someone who has red hair, a unique face, someone who doesn't look like everyone else, maybe.
Move on in. Okay, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Sci-Fi Speed Dating. Ladies, do not use this as an exercise to perfect your friend zoning technique.
The friend zone sucks. And escaping the friend zone is like threading a needle while jumping on a pogo stick, evading.
Right. Conversation about consent. If you're in the friend zone, there is no threading the needle to be done. Leave her the fuck alone, all right? She doesn't want to suck your fucking little tiny little pecker. Just fuck off, right? Just take the hint and fuck off, and don't end up sat across the table from Carolyn, just friends, Carolyn. Because you're embarrassing yourself and everybody around you, all right? And then you'll end up in prison for the R word.
I love how you had to think about what you were going to say a couple of times in that sentence there.
I was. You're not allowed to say that word, I don't think. But it's very real, isn't it? Like the friend zone, just fucking leave it, mate. Leave it. What do you think? Would you if she knows you well enough to want to be your friend? She knows you well enough to know that she doesn't want your sweaty, fucking couch sitting ball bag on her eyeballs. She doesn't want it. Leave it. Walk away. All right. Thank you. Anyway, that's consent 101. That's all.
You are on one tonight, aren't
And
you?
now stalking 101. If they say no, don't fucking do it.
Fucking too right. Too right. Oh my god. He says, and okay, and again, evidence to the whole nerd thing, right? He said, nerds and geeks need love as well, just like everyone else. They are everyone else. If they just stop pretending that like there's some sort of special fairy, then you'd be all right. Do you know what I mean? Just fucking grow up.
Take
I didn't know
yourself
if I
out
wanted to
of
say
the box.
Go to a pub.
Yeah, go to a pub.
Well,
Yeah,
not
go to a
the
pub.
go to a
If
pub
that's
at
outside
most.
the box for them, just jump out your box.
Yeah.
Don't stay in your little box.
I'm all for finding people that have got similar interests, right? That's fine. It's a good thing to do, I think. It might help your relationship in the long run. But equally, like, come on, man, there's a line. Also, what's he dressed as?
I've absolutely no idea.
Or fucking Iron Man in his dressing gown or something.
I first assumed a Jedi,
Yeah.
but then there was the blue shit, and I went, don't think so.
Jedis don't wear blue shit.
So maybe he'll reveal all.
He's probably just dressed like a geek.
Dressed like a well. This is
what geeks
this is
dress
just
up
from his
like.
normal wardrobe.
Yeah,
this isn't a cosplay.
this is what he wears to work.
Yeah. Oh Jesus.
Oh bloody.
Anyway, I think I'm ready to take a bit more. That's what she said.
Sharks with frickin' laser beams attached to their frickin' heads. Dates are 3 minutes long. Every 3 minutes, get up and rotate. Ladies, please have a seat.
It would be great if I could find the perfect match, someone I like, someone who likes me, maybe. But I'm open to see what's gonna happen.
All right, 3, 2,
Speed date.
So, how long have you been? So, how are you enjoying Comic-Con so far?
What?
How are you enjoying Comic-Con so far?
I like it.
It's tough at first, you know. It's like.
Hi.
So,
I'm wearing orange shirt, so I'm kind of like nervous sitting around you right now.
No, I'm not. I'm not gonna die. Don't worry. I hope you don't either.
Yeah, no, I hope not.
Alex is a very classical styled geek. He knows what he is and he's proud of it.
So, what are you into?
I'm into everything.
Nice.
Comics, video games.
Board games?
I will play board games.
Cool.
I'm loosening up. You know, it's like I'm just sort of trying to take it as I go.
Did anyone else just see what was on her t-shirt?
No, I didn't.
I was too busy looking at what was on her head.
And that, she had a Jehovah's Witness t-shirt on.
Did she?
Yeah, honestly, it had Jehovah's Witness written across it.
Did
I
it?
might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what it said.
Anyone way to find out?
Come on, mate. Come on, mate. Oh.
We're on the volume.
Oh, how's that happened? Oh no. While you're doing that, on her head, did you see what she had on her head?
No. Does that say Jehovah's Witness?
It does look very similar to Jehovah's Witness, doesn't it? Yeah, I think, we'll move past that. Did you see what she had on her head?
Apart from the ears, I was wondering what was on her head.
Okay, so important distinction, right? And this is a very real thing, and obviously we don't want to be getting on that side of the line, but if people have had some sort of severe cranial trauma in their life, they might, and I don't know what it's called, but they might end up with a form of implant on their head that protrudes on the outside of their head, and that's obviously that's very much a medical thing. This, on the other hand, I mean, if it is partly that, then I ain't got nothing to say about it.
That's fair.
But from an amateur point of view, and please do correct me because I don't want to be horrible to the wrong people. Right? Fuck you. You're the bully here. But I can't work out because the other thing that I think it is. Let me just show you. Did you see that?
No, I didn't see it quick enough.
Watch the ears.
Oh.
Did you see that?
I did.
What did they do, boys?
They moved.
They moved. the ears move. And I wonder if it's like
maybe it is
picking up on like the noises that she makes and shit, and moving the ears forward.
And this is where we are now completely wrong, and she has to wear it for medical reasons, and we're gonna look like nasty bastards.
I really
there
hope
was a
it's not
disclaimer.
that. Yeah,
There was a disclaimer.
Honestly, if it is, yeah. I mean, it's quite funny because I've not seen moving ears before.
No,
on the top
neither
of
have I.
somebody's head, right? I can kind of move my ears.
That's impressive.
Thanks.
Ah, nice.
I was concentrating on trying to move mine. Can't do it.
I can't do it. You'll see it later. Giggity. But it's so I mean, if there's a medical need for them, then fucking I'll back off that one and having ears on top of them.
Yeah.
Fair play to you. But I was just taken aback by the fact that they started moving
Well,
around
that's-
all
yeah.
of their own accord. Who would have thought it? I want a pair. I think you'd suit a pair.
What, me personally? Why? why would I want to do that?
I don't know.
I look like a complete and utter tool.
Yeah, but you look like a cute tool.
I think going to say something else. I think
And you
you
could
look like
move
a
your
tool
ears.
anyway.
No, it's too easy, mate.
Ah.
Anywho, moving swiftly on.
Yeah.
I work in the health education field. Okay.
Health ed teacher, putting condoms on bananas, things like that. It's always fun.
It always, shocks people when you pull the banana out, but hey.
What's the weirdest museum you've been to?
The sex museum.
Her fandom doesn't have to match mine, but it wouldn't hurt if we matched a little bit. I love the curvy shirt.
Thank you.
Stop looking at her tits, you pervert.
Innocent, dirty humor.
I like that she had a, you know, sexually funny Kirby shirt on. But I want you inside me. Video games?
What did he just say?
But I want you inside me.
But he dropped it as like an afterthought. He really quickly fucking glossed over that one, didn't he?
Fucking hell.
The other thing as well is that the crease from her breasts are making it difficult to read that bottom part, so he must really have been looking at him.
I feel sorry for Kirby.
Yeah, it's being misused in that way. I want you inside me. Jesus Christ, and she's got red hair as well.
She's prime stalking target for our friend Alex.
Yeah, his cum nappy is probably full at this point.
Oh
That's
my
enough of
god.
that. That's enough of that.
Have you played Journey on PS3?
I love it.
Oh my gosh.
Awesome. Cool,
I
someone
love
else.
it. So he seemed really interested in what I do, and he was really nice.
It was very fun talking with her. You know, I felt very comfortable with her.
Oh, it was really nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too.
Bye.
Yeah, she was cute.
Would it be so nice meeting him if she'd heard what he'd said just 2 minutes prior on the camera or by himself?
Do you want to know who he reminds me of?
I do.
McLovin.
That's a really good point.
He sounds a bit like him.
Yeah. No, but I think McLovin's edgy.
I am McLovin.
Yeah. McLovin what? Just McLovin. Yeah, no, I see where you're coming from, but this guy he's not even like edgy. Like honestly, oh man. Like,
In a way, I feel sorry for him, but in a way, I don't.
This is the thing, right? Because I don't want to just rip him apart because I do kind of feel sorry for him. But he's not making it very easy for me, so I'm just making like noises all the time, and it's because I'm struggling whether to just fucking castrate the boy or just move past it. I don't even think it would necessarily be that difficult for these people to like do better and be better. You know what I mean? Like first and foremost, somebody needs to tell him to sort that facial fluff out.
Yeah, certainly.
Like, come on, mate. That was a fucking landing strip.
He might be the character. I'll go and defend him on that front.
But he had it on when he...
Did he have it on before he dressed up?
I say he had it on. He had it shaved like that when he was sat in his bedroom.
I am completely wrong.
Oh yeah, no, the beard is his.
Yeah, I will remove that defence.
That's his identity, I think. But yeah, I mean, already she's not interested. I think it's fair to say.
I reckon you might be wrong. I reckon this might be the love story.
Do you think?
I'm just gonna.
Okay. Well, let's find out.
Only because they haven't actually spoken to anybody else but her.
Fair.
That's
fair.
the
What do you
logic.
think? What do you think? In the comment box that's lower down the page than this video, nailed it. Tell us what you think. Is what's his name? Alex. Is Alex going to be successful with redhead? I want you inside me, or unsuccessful with redhead? I want you inside me.
Oh, we could do a poll.
Could we?
Yeah, I think we could do a poll on the video.
Technology
We'll try that.
these days, unbelievable.
Poll it.
Will he or not?
Will he?
Let's do it.
Let's find out.
Hi, Idris.
Oh, you know who I am.
Of course.
Okay,
let me like make some
Gravity
notes on
Falls?
like. Yeah. Nice. High five.
Yeah.
What comics are you reading?
Like, for example, one of the first bits of advice I've given is there's nothing sexual about a high five.
Don't do it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you'd imagine that then if he did end up actually getting lucky and busting a nut sometime, he'd just get up and be like, yeah! Nailed it! Can you fill out this feedback form?
I have a lady boner for Winter Soldiers.
Is it the bionic arm that does it, or?
No. His assholery attitude.
Okay. The bad boy attitude. Got it.
Yes.
That's sort of a.
Look at Batman in the background. Look at the gut on it. Look at him. I literally, I've just caught onto that, and I cannot stop looking at that now. Fuck what Alex is doing. Let's just watch Batman.
Excellent.
Oh my god.
Well, press play then.
Sorry.
That's like catnip for women, isn't it?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. It's going great. You know, so far some of the girls are great. So what are you into?
Batman. Batman is my all-time favorite Love Me character.
Great costume though. How long did it take you?
He was a huge fan of Batman and Harley, so that always gets me going.
Quiet, please, and sit down. Yes, there's 3 minutes. I know you're not used to going that long, but it's okay.
That guy's a complete and utter prick, isn't he? He's
Another-
not funny.
In it, I mean, come on.
He's not funny.
He's not the man for sci-fi.
The problem is as
Speed
well
dating.
is like what I tend to find funny about like actually funny situations is when there's like a bit of backwards and forwards and then there's situational humour and that sort of thing. Like something happens and then somebody responds to it and all that sort of thing. But this guy is literally he's standing in a cricket net at the end where the wickets are with a cricket bat, all the gear on and a cricket ball, and he goes. Nailed it! It's like, no, you didn't. You've set yourself up and you've battered it out, and that in itself is not funny anyway. All good?
Yes, agreed.
You've been keeping track of the people you liked on your scorecards, yes? When I'm done...
His scorecard is probably full to the brim. It's on both sides of the page. He's just walked in and looked at all the numbers and written them down before he's even started.
talking, you're going to find the pieces of paper that correlate to the people that you liked. If you like number 5, you'll find number 5's page. It'll say number 5 on it. If you...
Can we have a freeze frame of Batman in that one? Hang on a minute.
If you like number 5, you'll find number 5's page.
It's fucking amazing! Fair play to him. Because imagine that, he's got to walk out of there dressed like that walking down the street as well. It baffles me.
Oh, jeez. I do feel a little bit bad, but he's done it to himself.
Everyone else is kind of dressed.
He looks like a meme of Batman. Like if he started up and if he got up and started doing comedy, like I would be all up for that because he looks hilarious. Do you know what I mean? But like he's wearing a leotard, and no, not for me, I'm afraid.
He's not the Batman that we need.
No, but he's kind of the Batman that we deserve.
If you didn't like somebody, don't write anything down. Okay, fair warning. Some of you are going to get no numbers. It happens. I apologize in advance. Just means it wasn't the session for you. All right, write your stuff down. Go.
It's really hard to pick. I like so many of them. I like the girl with the Kirby shirt. I like the girl in the Star Trek uniform's cute too. I also like the one that was dressed up as Harley. Who knows? The ones I like are the ones that everyone likes, of course. So gonna go put my name and number down and see what happens.
Gentlemen, sit still, look pretty, puff out your chest. All right, ladies. This is what we call
They actually did it.
I hate people that do that.
They've actually, like, they think at this point it's going to make a difference. You already ruined your chances when you opened your mouth. Makes all the difference.
It really winds me up when people do that. You know when... I'm just trying to give an example. You know when you go... Like, you meant like school, like assemblies when you're younger, and then the person stood at the front will say, right, do this, and everyone will be like, oh, it'd be funny if I did that, and it wouldn't be funny at all. If it's kind of that concept of, you know...
Yeah, I think...
That bollock. Yeah, it's really hard to explain, but it's just shit like that. I hate it. Like that guy in the background there with that...
Oh, actually, I think I do know what you mean.
Yeah, you know, you just sit there thinking, why the fuck is everyone falling for this?
Yeah, no, I get you. I get you. Good to go?
Yeah, let's do it.
a perfect match. This is a chance for you guys and gals to get 3 minutes with somebody that liked you, that you liked back, okay?
It's hard to know if I've left an impression on the one that I did like, you know, it's sort of, so it's a tough thing.
Ladies, do you have your perfect match in sight? Okay, track in on their hormonal signals. You need to run to him as fast as possible right now, go. If you do not have a perfect match, it's okay. Quickly, quickly.
Hey.
Hey!
No, son! Stick it in me, Phil! Stick it in there, Alex!
Oh my god!
Get some! Yeah, I really liked you as a friend.
Nice to meet you, Kate. I was actually surprised it was, you know, someone who I actually liked. She had red hair, which is cool.
You guys beat the odds. You had a perfect match. Congratulations. That's really something cool in this thing right here. Take this time, talk to these people, maybe set up some time to hang out this weekend.
How old are you as well? I'm
24.
25, nice, good.
There's like one 32-year-old that still lives with his mom. I was like, no.
I kind of live with my folks still. But,
Yeah,
you know.
but I don't know.
When she said it, he looked like, I'm going to be doing that.
A little poo came out, didn't it?
Yeah, he was like, I still love my folks, so... Oh my god.
I feel like in the 20s, it's okay because especially the economy sucks.
So, you want to meet up sometime after this?
Yeah, sure. But I've got a little bit of time right now if you want to keep chatting.
We could walk around,
Yeah.
I can walk you back to your booth as well if you need
Okay.
to.
Cool, thanks.
I mean, it's like, you can do it yourself, of course, but, if you want the company.
Okay.
Future, I don't know. I'm hopeful.
He seems like a really nice chap.
Yeah.
Like a really genuinely nice, good-hearted guy. I mean, you've got to be a brony, am I right? So this is what I mean. Lead with that. Like, as soon as you call yourself and you like put yourself out there as being a nerd or being a geek, you immediately like put chinks in your armour. Like, just don't do it. Just lead with the fact that you're a nice, genuine, kind person. And also shave the beard off. But that's like, that's easy. Do you know what I mean?
Bless him. I'm actually quite happy.
I'm chuffing. I knew it'd be her as well. I did say that.
It's not over yet, chaps.
No, that's true. You're right.
It's true. It's all gonna get Pete Tong now, isn't it?
Yeah, ain't over till the Kirby lady sings.
I like her, and she kind of picked me, so I'm excited about that. Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah. What happened after speed dating was that after talking to Kate, basically on camera, cameras were off, and we walked away, and what happened was that basically, she told me after about a minute, basically that she just wanted to be friends. So basically kind of, nothing ever happened, of course. I understand, but it was kind of depressing. You know, it's me, I guess. That's my life. Getting to here, I just want to be friends all the time. That part of the day was pretty bad, but the rest of the con was great. I got to meet basically Bill Willingham, who writes for Fables. It was awesome. He signed it to me. Sent this awesome piece of art that was free. You know, I got a lot of art. I'm happy about that. But any changes I want to make in my love life. If anyone of you watching like what they see, contact me at this email here. Okay. Bye.
Oh, mate.
I'm fucking sad.
I'm actually really sad.
Yeah.
He actually seemed really, really upset by it as well.
I'm sure he is. I'm sure he is. Like, let's face it. We probably know similar sorts of feelings as to what he's had. And it's not nice. And if you have that time and time and time again,
oh, it's got to be fucking shit.
Oh, mate, like I do feel really bad for him because he seems like a really nice guy. Do you know what I mean? Like, fucking hell, mate. When we got a bit of traction, I think we should come back to this guy and then send an email to that email address. We can't do this right now, so fucking help us. We can do this. Fly him over to the UK for a week or something like that, and then give him a tour of the UK. Take him to some pubs. Sort him out, give him a little smile on his face, and then send him on his merry way back to America, maybe with a couple of little tips.
And without his beard.
Without his beard. And a few stone lighter in facial hair. As I'm not saying that like I or any of us or anybody else is particularly like excellent at making relationships work or anything like that. In fact, it could well be the complete opposite to that. But I feel like there's some simple things that this guy could do that would really help his chances out. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's just too friendly, just far too friendly. Like, girls. I mean, I don't want to speak to all of them. I'm probably going to get some hate comments for this, but
there's a list. Don't forget.
Oh yeah, yeah. Ladies, they, as far as I'm aware, would rather have a man who can stand on his own 2 feet. Like, for example, if a bloke came up to the bird in the street and started bad-mouthing her or whatever, she would want a bloke or female or whatever, depending on the situation. But it seems like the majority of women would like for their bloke, if that's the case, to stand in front and confront them. Like, you fuck off. I'll do you one. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like as soon as a woman is exposed to a bloke who's really genuinely nice, and that's it, like, he's not got enough. Do you know what I mean? He's not got enough to give. So it'd just be a case of give him a little bit of edge. Fucking rack him up with a load of cocaine or something. Oh, sorry. I'm joking. That's not the right thing to do at all. But you know what I mean? Just give him a little bit of grit. Teach him fucking guitar or bass or something like that. something, stick him out a little bit. So give him a bit of edge, because that's genuinely broke my heart.
I'm actually, I feel really bad for him.
So
I
do
don't
I.
look it, but I do feel
Because you're
bad.
a bully.
I'm not a fucking bully. I do feel sorry for him.
I
You know,
feel
it's
really
fucking
bad for him.
It's fucking horrible.
I'm kind of hoping that, you know, on like First Date. Have you ever watched First Dates?
Yeah,
I have.
At the end, there's like the story about what happens. I'm hoping in this 8 seconds that's left, it's not just going to be a black screen, and it's going to say Alex found love with whoever. I have my doubts.
Well, you were wrong.
Well,
That didn't happen.
you win some, you
Genuinely.
lose some.
Genuinely, that hurt my heart a little bit.
This is probably this is the saddest video we've done so far by a country mile.
I think it might be.
Actually, none of the videos have been sad that we've previously done. They've been terrible.
Yeah.
Not
This
our
is-
content, their content.
This is the first time where we've got to the end of a video and I've wanted to curl up in a ball in the corner of a room and have a cry, as opposed to break a window, which has been all the other ones. Do you know what I mean? Maybe, I don't know. Oh, jeez. Come on, Alex.
I hope Alex found someone.
I hope so too.
This is 7 years old, I think.
Is it that old?
It's
is
that
it?
old.
Really?
Yeah. It's certainly pre-COVID.
Jesus Christ.
It is.
3 years
So
old.
you know what? I hope
7
Alex
years old.
has got out of the brony friend zone, and
Maybe there's an update somewhere. Maybe we could do an update.
We should go to Brooklyn and just surprise him on one of his board game nights. Even though I'm not a fan of board games.
Yeah. It's fucking too
Yeah.
right. Yeah, just rock up at board game night. Fucking the three of us turn out and walk in like, hey, Alex, my boy! And what was that bird's name? I can't remember what
I can't even remember what her name was.
The bitch.
Kirby.
Carolyn or something like that. No, they're just
Oh,
friends.
Carolyn, yeah,
right,
yeah.
Oh.
Hey, Alex, my boy, fuck off, Carolyn. Fuck you, bitch. Oh man.
I feel bad for him.
I feel bad for him. I don't know what. I just don't have much else to say. I'm actually
Right.
heartbroken for him because he seemed really upset, and even like at the end of when he was like, "Yeah, it didn't work out," you know, it's quite.
Do you know the thing that fucks with me the most is it didn't even sound like outwardly sad. It sounded resigned,
Yeah.
and that sucks.
Yeah.
Because like resigned shows that he thinks that there isn't hope, and like he's turned up to this thing and he's put himself out there. He's put himself on camera and all sorts. Like he's really pushed his boat out, and it's just fallen down for him. And like the more that sort of shit happens, the closer and closer he gets to never shaving that beard and never leaving his parents' house. And look, this is what I mean. Like he'll just view the outside world and society and all that sort of thing as just like not for him. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't need to be like that. It doesn't need to be like that. I used to everybody knows RuneScape. I used to try and code my own service for RuneScape. Like I used to fucking sit there at 2 o'clock in the morning, coding away on my computer trying to make RuneScape worlds. Like I'm not even joking. Yeah, you fucking laugh it up, mate. Laugh it up. Are you done? Yeah. Okay. So
trying to be reasonably professional.
No, that's fine. But I don't do it anymore. But I
You sure?
Yes.
Do you need me to bully you some more?
No. But yeah, I mean, like I used to do that sort of thing. It doesn't matter what you're interested in. That's not the limiting factor. Do you know what I mean? Be interested in whatever the fuck. I mean, actually, I say that. I'm being maybe a bit too broad brush with that. Like, for example, if your interests are, you know what?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Just don't do that.
No.
Like, don't do that. Don't do those things. But generally, normal interests are fine, and they shouldn't stop you in life. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay. Like you can see, there are hundreds of thousands of birds that are interested in the same thing. It's not what you're interested in. It's what you're doing. It's how you're putting yourself across. It's, to a degree, what you think of yourself. And this is where it comes around to the whole geek thing. Like, self-declaring as a geek and a nerd immediately knocks the way you see yourself. You already see yourself as lesser than everybody else. Fucking stop it. Just look in the mirror and say, look, you are the fucking boss, and go out and do it. And then come home and play with your fucking ponies.
I'm gonna give
I thought you were going to say something else then.
Penis.
I'm going to give him some props. Fair play to him for doing that on camera. Because
Yeah,
I can't,
right.
I wouldn't fucking do
I
it,
couldn't
that's for
do it.
sure. And I can't imagine he probably wanted to very, very much. And they probably got around to convincing him, and he thought, you know what, this could be the opportunity.
Yeah.
And fair play to it, because that audience, the audience that went to, is significantly bigger than the people that were in that room. And maybe, just maybe, he found someone through that video.
You'd really hope so.
How many views has it got?
600,000.
Maybe one of those 600,000 people went, you know what?
I'm gonna do it.
Alex is for me.
Yeah.
Somehow got in contact.
Like I say, if share this video, subscribe to it, like it, whatever it takes for us to get a little bit further and get a little bit of money so we can go and rescue Alex.
He might be this was 7 years ago. Like, he might be a proper bastard now. You know, just
all power to him.
hoovering him up.
Yeah. He's like the bad character from My Little Pony, if there is one.
I don't know why I'm laughing because I don't know.
Well, do I? Just have a bit of fun.
Oh my goodness.
Right.
But yeah, okay. Well,
I don't think I've got anything else to say on the matter.
I haven't, because I think we were all agreeing.
I'm fucking depressed, man. That's what I am.
Go well, Alex. Go well. I think that's the final
Godspeed,
message
Alex.
from
Godspeed
this video.
to Alex. I fucking believe in you, my brother.
Thank you very much for watching, and we'll be back next week.
With something else, which is going to be hilarious, hopefully.
Precisely.
Yeah, hopefully it ends hilarious as well, as opposed to ridiculous.
Yeah, we certainly need a different ending next time. So thank you very much, and goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Fucking hell.
Poor bloke. He didn't do anything wrong. What a bitch.